going on, everybody? This is Matt Does Fitness, and my father is a man of few words. I remember he used to say to me, son, okay. Right, today was squat day, and after having completed the session, I've come to the conclusion that I'm probably Jesus. It was 5 sets of 5 at 157.5 kilos, 347 pounds. So another increase from the last session. So I've now done, this session 4 times, and I've gone up by 2.5 kilos, so 6 pounds essentially every session. And somehow I managed to get all 5 sets of 5 in. The reason I say somehow is because today's been a long day. I've been outside in the sun for quite a lot of the day. I got to the gym, and to be honest, I felt pretty crap. I did my first couple of warm-up sets, and I mean, even though I felt reasonably loose, I just didn't feel strong. I didn't feel confident. And I did my last warm-up set prior to starting, and just felt like an absolute struggle. So to be honest, I thought there is no way in a million years I'm going to get all 5 sets of 5. But somehow I did. I've done this a couple of times now where I kind of start, and my first set was a bit of a grind. The last rep of my first set, I only just got it out. I mean, at that point I'm thinking, you know, there's no way I'll even complete 2 sets. But I kind of felt better as I went on, and by the time I was finished, even though I was absolutely annihilated and probably lost about a third of my body weight via sweat, I actually felt much stronger. So that is obviously a positive. Here is my third set. Now, as you are probably aware, since I started doing the 5x5s, I've also started squatting to full depth, and also trying to get a nice stretch reflex at the bottom of my squat. And today, again, was another improvement in that department. I felt even better. I felt like I was coming up really nicely, and even though I was kind of really tired and really having to dig them out, I still felt pretty fast. The speed of my the concentric element of my squat is probably better than it's ever been, which is obviously a massive plus, and one of the reasons why I decided to try and squat deeper and get that stretch reflex in. Now, one thing I've noticed that I'm possibly doing a little bit is maybe sitting forwards a little bit too much, potentially. If you see there, I mean, I've been reading quite a few studies on it, and basically the research says that there is no, I mean, there's some massive bizarre myth that you shouldn't be squatting over your toes. That is basically based on nothing. The actual evidence suggests that you basically need to make sure, as long as the bar is traveling in a straight path, you know, kind of over the center of gravity, your center of motion, and as long as you are not obviously doing things like lifting your heels off the floor, or, you know, bending, kind of rounding your back, or you have a massive like butt wink, as long as you haven't got any of those things going on, then it's not really too much of an issue, and you just need to concentrate on getting obviously full depth, and keeping your knees nice and aligned. Also read about the fact, again, another big massive kind of bro science myth is people say, you know, you can't squat to full depth, don't go below parallel, it's bad for your knees. Again, pretty much based on nothing, and quite to the contrary, the research I've read suggests that there is actually less stress put on your PCL and your ACL when you break parallel. So squatting just to parallel puts those ligaments, the big main ligaments, under more pressure. So if you squat to full, there is less pressure on those structures. So therefore, if you are comfortable doing it, then I would suggest you definitely do it. I believe there are far more benefits to be had from doing that. Not just from performance basis, but in terms of just overall kind of quad and leg development, you will get a lot more benefits from squatting to full depth, as long as obviously you are flexible enough to do it, and it is not causing any back issues or whatever. So yeah, long story short, I'm squatting to full depth. It feels good, getting all kind of stretch reflex action, and I'm very happy with it. Here you see I'm doing my pause squats. I did 3 sets of 5. Guy on the left there probably farted. I'm not sure what he's doing there. Yeah, 3 sets of 5 at 100 kilos, 221 pounds. Very, very light, but to be honest, at that point I was absolutely wasted, and I've said I am treating my accessory work as just that. I don't want to do that, you know, the paused and the pause squats and the front squats and that kind of stuff. I don't want to do it too heavy because I think it's too much. 5 sets of 5 is already enough. So the other stuff is just a bit of a bonus. Okay, moving on. Some wide grip chin ups. I did 3 sets of Again, about 14, 12, 10. I'm kind of getting into that pattern. I want to try and improve that. But my overall back strength is definitely improving, and that's obviously a weakness that I've highlighted fairly recently. I then did some on the wide grip theme, some wide grip lat pull downs. Yes, guys, the chair is back. I kind of neglected it somewhat, but I was in the gym, I saw it across the room, and it was kind of, enticing me, so picked it up, brought it over, and I am all the better for having done that. Felt some nice lat engagement, some lower lat engagement as well in those and the wide grip chin-ups, which is good for me because I don't always get that, and that's definitely an area I'm trying to address. I then did some kind of half rows, pretty much lat pull downs again, but using a different attachment. I wanted to do some kind of, I wanted to focus today on kind of pulling down, strengthening my back in that area, because sometimes I don't do enough of that. And I also have done quite a lot of kind of flat rowing this week, so I didn't think it was necessary to do any more of that. I did 3 sets of about 12 reps on those, pretty light, because again, by this point I'd done quite a bit and I was very tired. And then I finished the session, get excited with some curls in the squat rack for the girls. I'm actually going to program my entire schedule around these now, so I'll probably have maybe 3 sessions a week where I just do curls in the squat rack. But at the moment, I'm just kind of breaking myself in easily. So I did 4 sets of around 10 reps, and that was my session. So, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, as always. And I will see you in my next video tomorrow.